Number 10. Any unnecessary motion in one part of your body requires some form of compensation elsewhere. So let's go ahead and try something. Let's say we're trying to accomplish this motion with our forearm, hand, and fingers, for example. Except we're going to complicate this by adding an unnecessary motion. So let's say we're going to add to this the tilting backward of our torso. So instead of this, we're getting this. Right? So notice how much harder we have to work down in here. And also notice now how much more involved their upper arm needs to get. Let's take a look at another more subtle form of compensation. Right? Let's say again that we're trying to accomplish this motion. But while we're doing this, we're going to complicate it by lifting our shoulders ever so slightly. Right? So let's compare this with this. Right? And just notice how much harder these guys have to work. Now we can go on and on. You know, there are so many other examples we can come up with. In fact, there are probably as many examples of unnecessary motions as there are ways to move your body. But don't despair. Over time, you're going to become more and more aware of these things as you study, and you're just going to slowly eliminate them from your playing as you get more and more awareness. Number 11. Any kind of sudden start or stop or jerkiness is going to bring on immediate tension and feelings of awkwardness. Now the solution to that is to cultivate the mindset of always smoothly connecting various places. And it doesn't matter what you're playing. Always think smooth connection to and from. Number 12. Everybody's body is different. Right? Your bones, your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons have a unique size and shape and weight and length and strength. They're unique to you. The implication of that is this, and it's very simple. Your technique will be unique because your body is unique. And the last insight is this. While you should always aspire to make your playing as easy as you possibly can, don't get carried away and think that your playing needs to feel effortless. Okay? The truth is, some energy and effort is required when you play, right? And that's a good thing. And it's a good thing because the physical involvement and the sensations you're feeling as you're playing are a huge part of what makes playing so much darn fun. Let's finish this section up with an experiment, shall we? What we want to do is start from Fred. Remember Fred? Right? Using this as our starting place, let's go ahead and explore several ways to accomplish a seemingly simple task, shall we? And that task is this. How can we take the tip of our middle finger, which is suspended a couple of inches above the keyboard, and bring that tip down to make contact with the keyboard? Let's try a few different ways to get there, shall we? So let's try using nothing but our torso, tilting forward from the hips. Okay? Let's see what happens. All right? Let's try another way. Let's try moving nothing but our upper arm, rotating from the shoulder. Kind of see a trend here, right? Let's see if we can use nothing but our forearm, rotating from the elbow. Okay. let's continue. Hand, nothing but the hand from the wrist. And then, of course, finger, nothing but our finger rotating from the big knuckle on the hand, okay? Now, another thing you can do is you can combine any one of these 5 very simple motions in various degrees, right, to accomplish the same task. Let's take a look at a few examples of how we might actually accomplish that. One possibility is to combine the motion of your finger with the motion of your hand. Let's give that a shot. All right, so what we want to do is a little bit of this, right? And we want to combine that with a little bit of this simultaneously. So let's put those together. Right? Another possibility. Let's combine the motion of your hand with the motion of your forearm. Right? So what we want to do is a little bit of this simultaneously with a little bit of this. Right? So let's put those together. Right? So you get the idea. Now, those are just 2 very simple examples of how we can combine 2 body parts to achieve the same result. Now, I'm going to say something I don't mean to scare you. The truth is that theoretically you can combine any one of your possible body motions with each and every one of your other possible body motions to various degrees, right? And you're saying to yourself, well, geez, you're not telling me I have to master all those, do you? And I say, no, that's the good news. The good news is you don't have to master every possible combination. The great news is all you have to do is master a very small number of very simple, easy to learn, coordinated movements. We're going to talk about those when we take our self-aware bodies to the piano later on in the video.